In 1959, 9 mountaineers began climbing a snowy mountain in the northern Ural Mountains. They were all experienced hikers, but when they reached the summit, something terrifying happened. An avalanche, perhaps a Yeti, maybe an alien spaceship. We don't know. But whatever it was, it wiped out the entire group. Only 4 of them survived, but they barely made it. Their tent was found sliced open from the inside. Their bodies were partially clothed, and some of them had injuries that were completely unexplained. And to make things even stranger, right before the incident, someone had taken a photo of the group standing next to a tree. But when investigators arrived at the scene, the tree was nowhere to be found. So what exactly happened at Dyatlov Pass? Hi, it's me, and you're watching this channel. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident. In February 1959, 9 members of a ski club set off to climb Mount Otuden, a 1,600-meter peak in the northern Ural Mountains. It was an experienced group of hikers led by Igor Dyatlov, a 42-year-old professor of geology. But as soon as they reached the slopes of the mountain, things started going wrong. On February, the group set up camp at an elevation of 1,000 meters. But during the night, a blizzard swept across the mountain, forcing them to stay put. The next morning, the weather had cleared, and the group set off to continue climbing. But shortly after, they pitched their tent again, this time at an elevation of 2,100 meters. But in the morning, they were supposed to reach the summit. So why did they stop? We don't know. What we do know is that on February, the tent was found sliced open from the inside. Inside the tent, investigators found 4 sleeping bags, all of them partially unzipped. A few meters away, they found the bodies of the 4 missing hikers, all of them with severe injuries. Some of them had gashes on their heads, others had broken bones. One of them had no clothes on. Another had his camera and film completely destroyed. And right next to the tent, investigators found footprints in the snow, but they didn't match any of the hikers. Some of them even seemed to be heading away from the tent. As for the rest of the group, their bodies were never found, but their belongings were discovered near the tent. And here's where things get really strange. As the story goes, before the incident, someone had taken a photo of the group standing next to a dead tree. But when investigators arrived at the scene, they couldn't find the tree anywhere. All the trees in the area were alive and well, and there was nothing in the photo that could help narrow down the search. Over the years, there have been many theories about what happened at Dyatlov Pass. Some say the group was wiped out by a sudden avalanche or a falling ice sheet. Others blame a Yeti, a creature that's said to inhabit the mountains of northern Eurasia. Still, others say the group was the victim of a secret military experiment or an alien spaceship. But in 2020, a group of Russian scientists came up with a more plausible explanation. According to them, the hikers likely panicked when they realized they were being attacked by snow and ice. In their panic, they cut open the tent, but this caused a sudden rush of wind that destabilized the snow on the mountain, causing a small avalanche that injured the hikers. Those who survived the initial avalanche then fled the scene, but they didn't make it far. The snow was too deep and the temperatures were too low. As for the tree in the photo, it was probably knocked over by one of the hikers during the chaos. Unfortunately, this might be the end of the story. But if you don't believe it, let me know in the comments below and we can investigate this some more.